Recording. Go. Okay. So I have gotten a few of your final stories, but I haven't gotten everybody's. And I'm toggling back and forth, so forgive me if I'm not looking at the screen. Candy is not on, and I asked her if there was any possible way I could share her story because hers was pretty spot on with how we did the outline. And so I really wanted to share hers, but I'm not going to share it unless I hear back from her. I'll let her do that. I've received Brandy's and I've received Shayna and Raylan. I don't, unless, forgive me if you've sent it and my inbox has been like, it might have been swallowed by my inbox.
No, I've had some stuff going on in life. I haven't had an opportunity to actually sit down and do it up yet. So I haven't gotten a chance to do it. But if we know who's doing on story and who's doing on social media, though, do you still want us to send it to you?
Yeah, they're actually wanting us to be able to fulfill both of them just in case. But if you want, I'm having more people wanting to do stories instead of live. So if you want, I can put you on live. Will that work?
Sure. Like, yeah, because I can talk about my story when it comes to live kind of stuff, but the elevator quick version story, I haven't quite got that down pat because right now there's a lot of changes happening in my life. Mm-hmm. So it's hard to get a story out when you're kind of in the middle of some major changes.
Yeah. Oh, I totally hear you there.
Doing a live and that kind of stuff, I can definitely go on about lives.
Okay. So then I'll put you down for live. And then just still have the outline though ready. So what's going to happen is, and I just confirmed it again with Lorena today. We are going to have the tall tables, and we will have the outline that we created at the beginning. We're going to have that laminated. We'll have a few copies of it at the tables for them. We'll have some Sharpies, or not Sharpies, dry erase markers so that people can make notes if they want, but they would prefer in our workbooks, there's going to be some blank spots in our workbooks so people can start formulating their story right there in their workbook. And then they will have the outline just to kind of reference there. So that way we really want them, this is the deal. We're going to have a lot of brand new consultants. So they're not going to have this really long story. And that was the whole purpose behind the 30 seconds to 1 minute story, just to help them. First of all, they're not going to be at our booth for very long. And we don't want, again, we have to keep it simple. Simplicity is what it's all about, and being authentic to themselves. So very, very simple kind of a story is what we're helping them do. And there may be times, and that's kind of why we want you to have a story even if you're doing the live, because there will be times when they're going to still need a little bit of help formulating that story over with the live booth. So back to, hey, Brandy.
Hi.
I'm going to mute you guys just so there's no background noise. And then if you guys, whenever you're ready to chime in, just unmute yourself. So anyway, back to, we're going to have the stories written out, have it on a, like, laminated so that they can reference it. There are going to be a lot of new consultants, so they're not going to have a whole big background of a story. So the more simple they can keep it, just why they joined, how they fell in love with Scentsy, what changed in their life, is really, really going to be important to be able to help them feel like they have a very impactful story. And I read the stories that y'all did send me, and they are extremely, extremely impactful. The problem is that you've been doing this for a really long time, so they're not going to have that background. They're going to have what they've been doing and how they have found Scentsy. They're not going to have the trips. They're not going to have the maybe they'll have sensational starts and the shooting stars and that stuff that we want to probe out of them, but they're not going to have this huge rap sheet of successes that we've had. And they're also, it's going to be kind of hard for them to see how Scentsy can make that happen at this point. So the simpler that we can make it as to how they can make this story happen, whether you joined yesterday or you joined 10 years ago, that's really our focus here. So let's talk before I go anymore. I'm on the story. I'm going to go back and share with you the one that I did based on the outline. So that way, maybe when you're revising your story, that it'll help you to kind of think about what I'm wanting. But let's talk first so that we know who's doing what. So I'm scheduled Thursday. I just decided to keep the same times that Scentsy had. I think that was just going to be easier than moving times around. So I have Thursday 10 to 12 with Amber. Amber is also Thursday 10 to 12. So I'm comfortable doing either or. So Amber is not on, right? So I will decide, I'll figure out what she wants to do and I'll do the other, whichever one. So the next one is going to be Autumn and Raylyn. So Autumn, you mentioned to me that you're comfortable with both booths, and Raylyn, you just mentioned that you would prefer the live booth. So are you guys okay with that? So Autumn, you do share your story. Raylyn is live.
Yeah, and I'll have my story done up by then that I can do both too if we want to swap it up, but either works for me.
Yeah, I think that's perfect, especially with the season that you're in your business right now and you're comfortable with live. And Autumn said she's very comfortable with the share your story, and that was kind of her preference, but she's willing to do live. So I think that works out. That's a perfect match. So we'll do it that way. So I'm just making this, and I'll send y'all this spreadsheet because I made a little spreadsheet. So you're going to do share your journey. Okay, Autumn, can you unmute yourself and tell me your phone number? Because you might have sent it to me, but I'm trying to put it all in one spot.
Absolutely. It's 903.
Okay.
16.
What was it?
7341. 216.
Okay.
7341.
Great. Thank you very much. And Raylyn, I have yours as 780-882-1786. Is that right?
That is correct, but just FYI, I am in Canada, so it is international.
Okay. Got it. Thank you for that. Okay. Next, hey, Candy. So then that takes care of Thursday. So then Friday, I have Lene, you're scheduled from 10 to 12, and Shayna also from 10 to 12. So that actually, Lene, I don't know if you'd feel comfortable if you would do the go live, because Shayna said she would prefer to share your journey. Are you okay doing the go live, Lene? Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and if not, then we can switch your time if you're truly, truly not comfortable with that at all. Oh, hold on one second. Is Bella inside? Okay, because Ben's out there barking. Okay, Lene, are you okay with that or not?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay, so I'm gonna put you live, and then Shayna, you're doing share your journey. Okay with that?
Yes, I'm okay with that.
Okay, perfect. And then that's going to be Friday 10 to 12. Then the last one is going to be Friday 12 to 2. And so Brandy sent me a message saying that she prefers share your journey. So Candy, are you okay doing live?
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you great.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. I'll do whatever. I don't care.
Okay. Yay. Okay, perfect. So it's all worked out. So the only one that wears up in the air is going to be me and Amber. And either way, we're fine. Okay, cool. So, Candy, now that you're on, I was going to ask you, I sent you an email, but it was.
I just saw that.
Okay, are you comfortable sharing what you wrote?
Oh, sure. The last one that I just sent you?
Yeah, the one you sent me today or last night. That'd be great.
Yeah. My final?
Yep.
Yeah, whoops. I just have to get it open. Hang on one second. I'm taking a break from my, I get it open.
All right.
So yeah, if you give me a second, I'll get it open.
That's okay. I'm going to read you, or actually, Shayna, can I have your phone number?
Yeah, it's 903-422-5928.
Okay, thank you. And then Brandy?
360-430-3389.
Thank you, dear. All right. You ready, Candy, or no?
Sure. Yeah.
Go for it.
I went from after I rewrote it a couple times, and I thought, well, I want to start a conversation with this person, is what this is for, and I'm not going to jump into asking them about joining. So that's why I thought about it, then I changed it again. So I just said, this is what I said. Okay, hi, I'm Candy. I'm a shepherdess, and I'm also a Scentsy consultant. I live on a small farm in Central Oregon, and we raise a variety of animals, including my flock of 50 Shetland sheep that I have to do with Scentsy. I've been a consultant for 10 years, and I absolutely love it. I've loved Scentsy from the moment I wore my first bar. I had no idea that Scentsy was what I had been looking for. I thought I joined just to buy the products at a discount, which I did, but it's become so much more than that. My little hobby has blossomed into a fantastic business, and I've earned some incredible trips, made some lifelong friends, and have grown an amazing team. We have a simple structure, and our owners are so generous. Exciting Scentsy has up its sleeves. The owners are always doing something fun and rewarding for all of us consultants, along with all the great new products and launches. I'm super excited to get a sneak peek at what's new for fall and winter and see where our next incentive trip will take us. I'd love to share more about Scentsy with you. Tell me on a scale of 1 to 5, what are your thoughts about trying Scentsy? So that's kind of where I left it. Obviously, I didn't want to end it with a yes or no question, because that's too definite. That way they would answer. And even if they said, well, it's a 1, like I have no interest, then I could ask them, well, tell me more about why you answer with a 1. Yeah, and then get more information out of them that way and find out, what they're, maybe they're really excited. So that was kind of my, because then they could ask me more questions about my farm if they want to ask me about my farm, and they could ask me more in-depth questions about, why did I join, or, why I like Scentsy. So I tried to just get it under that 1 minute mark.
Yeah, thank you. I think that was perfect. And I feel like that's really how new consultants can really resonate to that, because it's a lot about what you do and why you love the product, because they all joined for a reason. And you didn't come to Scentsy Family Reunion because it's just some hobby. I mean, maybe it is a hobby, but that's a big investment they're making to come to reunion. So this will help get them to thinking outside of the box a little bit and about how to start that conversation just based on your story. So I'm going to share the one that I did today also, so that you guys can see. I muted you again, Candy. Okay, so just so you guys can have an idea based on the outline. Okay, so for example, number 1 on the outline, share a little bit about you and where you've been. So mine is very simply, I had a very successful career in commercial real estate. That's it, okay? Then number 2, what happened in your life to cause you to look for something more? Once I had my children, I couldn't see myself working such demanding hours and losing that quality time with them, okay? And I can go on and on and on, but I'm trying to cut this very short. Number 3, how did you find Scentsy and why you had to be a part of it? I love candles and fragrance, but with young children in the house, I couldn't bring myself to light my candles. My mom had told me to look into Scentsy, but when a high school friend posted on Facebook that she joined, I just knew I needed to be a part of it. The concept of a wickless candle was so simple, I could really see this product in my home with my kids. So that one was a little bit longer because I'm trying to introduce what it was about Scentsy that I really fell in love with. So far, new consultants can easily do all 3 of those. Now, number 4 might be a little bit more challenging for them, but what results have you seen, which might not be a lot right now for them, or have you seen? So I said, I originally joined to have safe candles in my home and to contribute in a small way to my family without sacrificing time with my kids. Since I clicked on that join button almost 10 years ago, I have done so much more. We've been on trips that I never dreamed about, have been able to continually stay at home and now homeschool my kids, completely gotten out of my comfort zone, met some of my very best friends, been able to inspire so many people in my journey and give back to my community. Because remember, also help them to tie in Scentsi's core values. And they may not know what Scentsi's core values are. So it's important for you to insert those core values. And that should be on the outline because Lorena said she was going to print it exactly how we sent it. So that should be on there also for them to take a picture of. And it'll also be, you guys got an invitation today to to download the Scentsy Family Reunion app, that this document will also be in their reunion app for them to access. And then number 5, what has excited you the most? Then I said, everything about Scentsy excites me, but the thing that excites me the most is how a little candle company can completely change people's lives. Whether you're in it just to get out of the house, want some extra income, or make this into a career, we have something for everyone. And then lastly, end with an action item or a question to keep them engaged. So I'm really about not being pushy. I don't like to feel like somebody's cornered into joining or buying or anything. So I like to put it on to other people. So the way I ended it was, do you know anyone who could benefit from the Scentsy opportunity? I would love to talk more about how it can bless their life. So this doesn't put the pressure on them to say, well, I'm not interested, but it gets them to think, well, you might be asking them to ask who they know that would be interested, and all along it might be them that's really interested in the opportunity. So real quick, I'm just going to put it all together. I had a very successful career in commercial real estate. Once I had my children, I couldn't see myself working such demanding hours and losing that quality time with them. I love candles and fragrance, but with young children in the house, I just couldn't bring myself to light my traditional candles. My mom had told me to look into Scentsy, but when a high school friend posted on Facebook that she joined, I just knew I needed to be a part of it. The concept of a wickless candle was so simple, so I dove in without ever trying a product. I originally joined to have safe candles in my home and to contribute in a small way to my family's financial needs without sacrificing time with my kids. Since I clicked on that join button almost 10 years ago, I have done so much more than I ever imagined. We've been on trips I never dreamed of. I've been able to continue staying at home and now homeschool my kids, pushed myself out of my comfort zone, met some of my very best friends, been able to inspire so many people and give back to my community, which aligns right with Scentsy's core values. Everything about Scentsy excites me, but the thing that excites me the most is how this company can completely change people's lives, whether they just need to get out of the house, want some extra income, or make this into a career. We have something for everybody. Do you know anyone who could benefit from the Scentsy opportunity? I would love to talk more about how it can bless their life. So with that being said, do you guys think that you can revise your stories to something that would fall within the outline to make it, and this does not have to be your story that you put on your website, and your stories are perfect, but what we're trying to get at here with this booth is to help new consultants. Do you guys think you could cut your stories to fit within that outline a little bit? Or you have questions? Maybe we can work together. If you want to talk one-on-one, we can do that. Oh.
I don't think I'll have any problem doing it. Is there an opportunity that I can send it to you and get your feedback on it?
Yes, absolutely.
Proofing it essentially once I've got it done up.
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
I'll try to get it to you Wednesday then, if that's okay.
Yeah, not a problem. And I'm available. I'm on vacation right now till I go to reunion, and so I'm just here working at my mom's house for right now. So I'm available. Just send it over when you get an opportunity. And I think honestly, my best advice is to just dumb your story down. I mean, I know that sounds silly, but think about that first day when you joined, or the first few months, maybe the first year that you were a consultant. And that's what we're looking for here. We really want to talk, because if we start talking too much about just really anything, we just want to keep it super simple. What about the rest? So let me tell you, I think Candy, I'm pretty sure yours lines up fairly well. It's simple. It's short, sweet, and to the point. And honestly, the other ones that I've received, hold on, let me go to my thing. I've received, Brandy's, yours is very good.
Sorry, I just have to run. Is there anything else we need to touch base on before I log off?
Nope, that's it. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Brandy, I got yours. So I just, again, if it could just get a little bit shorter, that would be fantastic. And then Lene, I don't believe I've gotten yours. If you've sent it, forgive me, I haven't seen it.
I haven't sent the updated. I'll work on it in the morning. And maybe the same thing, if when you receive it, if you can just like give me a shout.
Yeah.
Because I'll be around the house.
Unfortunately. And you are doing the live, so you're okay. But again, I still want you to be able to have your story, so that way if they're struggling, that you'll be able to fall within that same outline and share yours as well.
Absolutely, because sometimes they just need an idea to get them going.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Yes, exactly. And then let's see Brandy and then Shayna. I got both of yours and they're very good. They just need to be a little bit shorter. And Autumn, again, I did receive your story. I don't have any notes next to yours. Maybe yours was fine. Do you remember? Have you sent it to me recently, or is it just the original one you sent me when I first emailed you?
It was just the original.
Okay, so that's probably why
you just responded back to.
Okay, so if you wouldn't mind to, especially because you are doing the Share Your Journey, so if you wouldn't mind just kind of following along the outline, and do you guys still have the outline? Yep, all right. Are there any questions before we go on? Since he's gonna set everything else up for us, I asked if we can bring paper, pens, nothing. They won't, nothing. Do you guys think we need anything? Oh, Candy has her hand raised. I'm sorry. I was looking at another screen. Sorry, Candy. Go ahead.
Are you, okay, you can hear me now? I couldn't figure out how to do this live.
Sorry.
So if I'm going to do the live booth, do we have a different type of script or thing that we're
No different script. So it's going to be the same thing. It's just that you're going to help them, give them tips and pointers on going live. So on the original email that I sent you after our last Zoom, I had some tips in there for going live.
Yeah.
Be authentic, use humor, try to relax, that kind of stuff. So that's really all you're going to do, is just be there to kind of be
using their story, this short story, that we want them to do their kind of short story live.
Yes, that's
right?
The idea.
Okay.
Yep. So the booths will be right next to each other, and and then they'll have a little area that they can go live. They can also just use the backdrop of the expo, which is going to be set up really nicely. But if they prefer to have it a little bit more private, we've asked for them to have like a little curtain or something that they can go behind and go live just on their own. So you may need to help them. Just give them a little encouragement is really what we're going to be there for. Give them tips. Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
That's good.
All right. Any other questions? Just be at your booth at least 10, 15 minutes before your scheduled time. And really that's it. It's really, really simple. I feel like bring your energy, your Scentsy spirit, and be comfortable. So as far as whatever you wear, you can wear whatever you're most comfortable in. And the floor is going to be hard, like a hard floor. So make sure you're dressed comfortable with shoes and things like that. But they're really just whatever you're most comfortable in.
Did our times change at all?
I'm going to send you guys. I did not. I left the times. I just thought, instead of trying to mix it all up, I'm just going to leave the times that Scentsy originally had written down. And it worked out to whether, who's doing what. I will send you guys the schedule. I'm going to send it on Facebook because my email gets jam-packed with stuff and it's harder for me to find there. So I'm just going to send it over on the Facebook chat that we have with the schedule on who's doing what.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Oh, Lene, I need your phone number, please. Thank you. The last years and Amber's. That's it.
Sure, mine is 469-767-4458.
All right. Perfect. Thank you so much. All right. And if you guys have any questions, I will put my phone number on there too. Sometimes I don't, when I'm at reunion, I'm not really good about checking Facebook. I tend to zone out of all social media and just use my phone and cell phone. So that's why I'm asking for your phone numbers. So if you need anything while we're there, you can call me, text me. Have any questions between now and then, of course, call me, text me. We can chat on the Facebook group if need be. But I think we're good to go. I think it's going to be very easy, but I really want you guys to send me those stories and really make them as simple as possible and as short as possible, because they're not going to have a lot of time to sit there and think about how much time it's taking you to think about your perfect story. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be a good idea so that they have an idea of how they can write their story and they can move on. Because a lot of times they don't feel like they don't have a story yet. And that's what we want to make them realize, that they do have a story. Okay? All right, ladies, thank you so much. And we will be in contact. And if we're not, then I will see you guys in a week and a half, 2 weeks, coming soon. Thank you guys for being on tonight. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm excited too. All right, we will chat with you later. Okay, bye. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Oh, sorry, Autumn asked real quick, can we bring pictures of anything to decorate our booth? You can. I'm going to just say they said we can bring very little stuff. If you want to, then what we can do is we can go in on the 1st. Hang on. Sorry, I was going to hang up and now I'm not. I think she said the 1st. We can go in. There's an allotted time. So let me know what you want to bring. And I say bring it. If they don't let us, they don't let us. But I don't think they're going to have an issue with that. Okay. Autumn, did that answer your question?
Yeah, that's perfect. I'm driving. That's the only thing. I'm just trying to be helpful since I can take more.
Oh, I know. And I am too. So, because I'm currently in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and I'm driving too. So it's like, but so if you want to bring anything to decorate it, then by all means do so. And we will meet there and you and I can go in and decorate the booth, because they said we can't have everybody from the booth go in. So yes, I will say yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay. All right, ladies, for real this time. Have a great night.
Have a good night.
Okay, bye.
Bye.